thinking, what are you talking about? You've never been crazy. Well, as of last night, I had this weird moment where I couldn't tell the reality of it 100%, and currently I just did my reality check by doing it with Nikki during the day. He got a pretty legitimate answer, and I told him about last night, where last night after I ended my stream and I was going to bed, I literally asked if she could show me another path, the goddess, or in some other cases, you know, a couple other things. But no, I got legitimate answers, and I even asked, is there a way to show my path? Is there a way to prove myself that I'm faithful to this religion? And it gave me another legitimate answer. Nikki just asked something, is there a god or goddesses watching nearby? And it pretty much said the same thing. It's all in a fact of basis of religion, pretty much. Who's the idiot who crashed this? I'm not gonna lie, before I get too far into this video, who's the idiot who did this? Anyway, so yeah.
I'll ask my question though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have Nikki list this question aloud. I'm the one with the tarot cards and the one who's able to read it currently, so I'm shuffling the cards. Go ahead and ask your question.
Just warning. No, I'm not going to do this later on in life. I'm just warning, will I?
This is just like a huge curiosity thing, because sometimes gods and goddesses can be wrong, but it is something that happens, and it is something that's interesting. Can you invite me to
your session?
I gotta back out of the heist setup that I was doing. Okay, so go ahead and ask your question.
Alright, do you have it ready?
Yeah, I have it ready. I have everything ready. It's all shuffled. I have my card spread.
Okay. Will I ever commit murder in my future?
Okay, now I'm going to ask you questions. Do you want 1 through 4 for your first card?
Sure.
I said 1 through 4 of your first card. Which card are you going to pick? 1 through 4. Which category?
4.
Okay. Now, top, middle, or bottom?
Bottom.
Very bottom, or one of the last 5?
Very bottom.
Okay. That was your first card, and then I'm just going to do the rest for you. That was specifically your card. Okay. I'm going to reshuffle the deck after each card, so that way... you guys can't see it, but I'm shuffling here. Here's evidence. That was it's the noise of me shuffling. It's not a best shuffle, I know. Shut up. Don't do this. By the way, if you guys don't know this already, witchcraft, we cannot harm another human being, even emotionally. Okay. So what you have, Nikki, is the chalices and the wands. Literally what you have. You have chalices 5, wands 5, and I think the card you chose was wands 10, which I have yet to read 10. I think I've seen chalices of 5. If not, it'll be the first time. Wands at 5 I've seen though. Okay, let's see. So chalices 5. When the spirit is being restored, the most ambitious projects are born. Every surrender conceals potential redemption. True enemies often hide amongst those who are closest to us. That actually... So, I even told Nikki about this. Is that they make sense when you don't think about them. But when you try and deduct the possible reasoning behind where you got these cards. Like, I even listed this yesterday in this video. Or in the video yesterday. I literally said, I have a feeling that I'm either getting super lucky, and these are just chance cards that are really happening at a really odd time, because it was also midnight, which is known as the witching hour, depending on what time it is.
Or the devil hour.
Or, well, the witching hour is the most common named part of it, but the devil hour is another one because most of the worst stuff happens at night. But this was some stuff that gave me true answers, like, I even asked about religion, or I asked her to give me some sort of sign, because night is the feminine power. So I asked her to give me some sort of sign that she was an actual thing. And it even said, the wisest of men look down towards the abyss when faced with it.
Wait, Jake, I'm just wondering, do you sell my tarot cards that you put out?
I just put them back. Why?
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, my answer is like kinda.
it made
kinda
sense.
makes.
It made sense. I even understood it. It says that the most evil of things hide within the people you're closest to. So their intents are the people you're closest to. So who are you more close to is what it's saying. Because it could be them that does this kind of stuff. I'm not saying 100% is, but from what I'm deducting from that, that is what I hear. That is what I see in it.
Okay, for like people I'm most closest to, I like.
You have me. I'm one of the people
I
you're
have
close
you.
to.
I
I'm one of
have
the people.
you.
That's a given, guys. If you don't believe us,
and I have 3 other friends at school that I'm most closest to.
and sometimes your family. Your family is actually a piece of this
Yeah,
as
my
well.
family.
It just says the people you're closest to. It doesn't specify friends or family. It just says the people you're closest to. Also, Nikki, I can't join you and I can't invite you.
Let me try joining you again.
Okay.
Let me lose
So-
this house first then.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm gonna do this for me. So I'm gonna ask, like, I asked this last night, or yeah, it was last night on stream, which was, who are the friends that I can trust the most? Like, who are real friends to me? And it said, like, doubt is sometimes better than certainty. And I read that and I was like, okay, this is one of those things where I'm gonna start doubting now about friends. I know Nikki I can trust because I've trusted him with some of my very secretive things. And
Yeah.
he was like one of the first people I said that I wanted to get into witchcraft other than family who was going to be supportive, which was my mom, who was the one who gave me the first book that I ever had from witchcraft, which was a little bit before my time.
And she is awesome.
And she's awesome, you know, my mother's awesome. I mean, I talk a lot of smack about my family, but that's because, you know, sometimes they just are. I'm not going to specify what they are, but they are what I talk smack about them with. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, do my cats have some sort of supernatural sense to sense when you're nearby? So that way I at least have a little bit of comfort. That little bit I added was technically to explain why I'm asking this question, but I'm going to do 4 cards. And I'm doing it in a circular position because it just makes it easier on a bar stool. It really does. I'm currently sitting still, yes, so I hope I don't get kicked for being idle. Which is, I mean, we could go on Minecraft and just go into the server
You just
and
want
do
to go
this.
Minecraft?
Well, I mean, I already started my stream on here and... Okay. So I actually already got some answers, and I'm not sure what to say about it. So I have let's see, I have the Queen of Pentacles, Swords 8, Wands 3, and the Hermit, which is the one you had for your question, one of your questions. I forgot which one. So the Hermit. A new challenge is often the occasion that destiny gives us to change our lives. Then it goes to the Pentacles. Let me move this really quick. So, the Pentacles. So I have the Queen of Pentacles. Never loosen your grip is often the rule that leads to victory. Then it'd be Wands 3. Once shipwrecked, never turn back to watch the floating debris. And Swords 8. Often without knowing it, we sacrifice the object of our love, exchanging it for an enemy. Okay, so the shipwreck one, it says don't rely on your cats, pretty much. It's he or she, because currently it would be a he, considering it's daytime for both of us. It's saying don't rely on your cats to know when we are present. Rely on your senses. From some of the other cards, it's saying rely on your senses, because you could be giving up something and giving that to the enemy of what we are. I understood that pretty well, considering I'm still in the stages of a witch in training.
A Wiccan in training.
The Wiccan in training, because witch actually comes from the word Wiccan. Also, Nikki, did you join the session, or are you still trying?
I dipped, and I just went on Minecraft.
Oops. Let me hop in my garage, so that way next to my spawn, my car doesn't just get blown up right away. I'm gonna hop on Minecraft with him, and then we're gonna continue doing this probably off camera. If not, I'm probably gonna walk down to some food restaurant, because we have a couple restaurants down the street from where I live, if you guys don't know this already. Because I'm hungry, and I don't want to go out with my family, because I'm really curious now. Why is there reasoning to believe that I am being blessed by the gods and goddesses? That sounds like something like you know how like if you guys have ever seen like Hercules and such, how they believe in several gods and goddesses. Greek mythology, that's what I'm trying to refer to. Literally, that's how I feel.
I was about to say, you mean Greek mythology?
Yeah. Also, Nikki, I bought another one of the cars for the thing that we got, the arena war, or I have. But I let my dad choose everything on it, so the color scheme and the car itself he chose. He basically chose the rat truck, which is the monster truck variant when you upgrade it, but this time it's $1,454,331. Sorry. He chose a semi-expensive car, and then it's like even more expensive considering that. But I gave him the power, and I'm not gonna lie, he actually kind of wanted to get the, you know, those LED lights that we have under our cars normally? He wanted me to get those for him. He just said, do it all around.
I think I may have some tarot cards lying around in my house.
You know, my mom said she had some that she was willing to either, I think she said either give to me or let me use. But she said she can't find them, so she thought my dad stole them. But I said I was using tarot cards last night, and she said, oh, so he did steal it. But I said, no, this is piratey ones. Zero's Pirates?